Hey guys, welcome back to the Hobby Bug. I'm Joshua. Before we get into today's video, I just want to tell you that we're going to be changing the schedule a little bit. I'm going to be going to 3 videos a week. We did 1 a week, then we did 2 a week. And as much content as I have and as many ideas as I want to get out to you guys, I decided to just go ahead and go to 3 a week. So on Tuesdays, we're going to be putting out a gear or product review. Thursdays is going to be going over something that we have, maybe a bike check, a kayak check, maybe some kind of gear that we're going to be doing this week. I've got something in store for you. And then Saturday is going to move to our EDC series or our series videos. Right now we are in the EDC series, and so as long as we're in that, we're going to be putting that out on Saturday. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, the guys over at Holtzman Gorilla Survival, I did not do a full disclosure on the folding utility knife, but they did send me that knife over to review, and they have sent me another gear package to review, and I'm going to go over that with you today. It's more survival items this time, which is pretty cool, and so let's get started in that. We'll start out with the grenade. Now, these are pretty cool. These are about 75 bucks on Amazon, but it comes with a lot. Now this is a black and blue, and it's got a gray handle on here. If you can see inside of there is a compass in there. And then I'm going to read to you off the card that they provide with you what all is actually in this grenade here. So inside the grenade, there is a plastic ball with a survival kit in it, and here's what's in it. So you have around 45 feet of 550 paracord, 2 feet of safety orange thin paracord, a compass, which like I said is on the top here, LED flashlight, multi-tool pocket knife, a dog tag signal mirror, a fling fire starter rod, a flint striker, 30 foot of 12-pound test fishing line, 4 fishing hooks, 4 split shot weights, 2 bobby pins, 2 butterfly sutures, a P38 can opener, compressed towel tablet, 6 waterproof matches, 2 stormproof matches, jute twine, needle and thread, a razor blade, military grade tripwire, that's pretty cool, aluminum foil, a wire saw, 2 safety pin fire starter whistle buckle, 2 split rings, 3 inches of electrical tape, and the plastic ball that it's all in. So guys, you get a ton of stuff in this ball. I have no clue how they even packed all of that into this ball, but that is really cool. Now, I am not going to unravel all this paracord because this thing looks so cool that I will never be able to get it back looking the way it is. I do know how to make monkey fist, but how they have this thing tied into the handle and everything, I will just mess it up and then it'll be a big pain. But this would be a great survival edition. Now you could take this clip right here and a carbiner or something, and you could put it on a backpack or just having it sitting in your room or something. I mean, this is just really cool for looks, and there is a lot of cool survival stuff in there. Now just looking at it, I am noticing your ferro rod is right here. It's one of the smaller ones that goes into paracord, which is pretty cool. This is really awesome, and it could definitely be a part of your survival, maybe a bug out bag or some kind of survival kit, something that you keep in your truck. I could definitely see keeping this in the truck. It's just one of those things that is, if all else fails, you got a grenade to rely on. But with that said, let's move on to the next thing. Here we have their 11-in-1 survival keychain. Now this is pretty sweet too. We already had our eye on this as well before they even sent it to us. Dad was wanting to get one, and it just so happened to get a package that same day, and this was in it. So here's the package it comes in. It does come with a couple cards in here. One of them is a thank you card, for purchasing, and the other is what all this thing has with it. So I can already see that you get a really nice clip here to clip on to a bag or anything you want, your belt loop or something. You get some good paracord here. Here's another one of those ferro rods that goes into the paracord. You have a whistle, a compass, and a light. And actually it's got a little tab here. Pull the tab, let's see. Yep, and there's your light. And that's pretty bright, that's awesome. You also have another key ring up here. And I do believe that this might be detachable. Oh, let's see what else we have. We have another little ferro rod right here. That is super awesome. Let's see, let me try to get this back in here. Yep. All right. And there's a button right here on the side for the flashlight. So that's cool. And if I didn't say it already, there's a whistle there. Here is your fire striker. It is in the back as well. That is just really cool, guys. I believe that is about it on there. But I'm going to read this real quick just to tell you what all it says it comes with. So you get one LED light, as I showed you right here. You get a compass, the emergency whistle. You get one larger ferro rod, which is calling this one right here. You get the key ring, like I said. You get the ferro scraper that I showed you that's in the back of it. You get the ferro rod, like I showed you in the back of it. The 550 paracord, excuse me. And it says there is actually fishing line in here as well, which is really awesome. I guess it's tied inside of there, as well as some jute twine inside of it. And then you get the snap hook. Now this is really cool. I could put my keys on that and stick it on my belt or something, as well as putting it on a backpack, because again, this is just another one of those things that if all else fails, you have some cordage, you have a fire starter, you've got a compass, there's even a flashlight on there, the fishing line and everything in there. I mean, I really like how Holtzman Gorilla Survival adds fishing line into their survival kits, because I like to fish, and if I was in a survival situation, hopefully I would be close to water, because if I was, I would always have food, because I have grown up fishing since I was really small, and that's what I would try to go for. So I am super glad that Holtzman is putting fishing stuff in all of their survival kits, because that's something that we have thought of as well when we've built our own survival kits. But let's see what's next. I got some of their credit card knives. Now these are pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open one up here. These are about $12. I meant to tell you, this is about $15. I think on Amazon they might be $13.99 or something like that. But let's see here. The credit card knives, they have a little lock right here. If you can see that, you turn that lock and it allows you to pop the knife out, and you fold it over like that, fold it again. Well, you fold this one side first, and then you fold that again and pop that together, and then bam, you got a knife. And that's another one of those last ditch. If you have lost your other knife or your other knives for some reason, you got your wallet, you have a knife on you. So that's pretty cool, and you can unfold it as well, and it goes right back in. You take the lock and you twist it there. Let's see if I can get that. Yep. And then right back into your wallet. Let's see if I can get one here in my wallet. There you go. Goes right into a credit card spot on your wallet. That's pretty cool, guys. And they actually sent me 3 of those. You can get them in a 3-pack, but individually they're about $12 a piece. And the last thing we have that they sent is really cool. I'm really interested. This is going to be a video on its own too, so let's go ahead and check it out. This is the Holtzman Gorilla Survival Pin. Now this thing is what I'm most interested in getting to actually use. Let's see here, I'm going to set the box down, and well, let me go ahead and read the paper that it comes with. So if you can see that, there is what all this pin has with it. So number one, it's got a scraper and a sawtooth. 2, it's got a bottle opener. 3, a fishing sinker. 4, a flashlight. 5, a compass, a fish hook, a fishing line, a glass breaker, a whistle, a paracord hole, and flint, and some paracord. So that is just how they got all that in one thing. Is pretty cool. So let's see here. Show you to begin with. Here's your ferro rod. It's also the whistle, and there's where you can run some paracord through if you want to make a lanyard for it. Set that down over here. Screw another piece off of it. There's your scraper. You know, it could double as a small knife. It does have some serrations on it, and the bottle opener there. And if you needed to poke something with it, you could always do that. Let's see, let's go again here. This is another piece of it, and when you take this one off, right here is some fishing line and a fishing hook, and in here you got one sinker. Okay, so once you take that off, set that right there too. In here you also have your glass breaker on the other end of it, and a compass in the cap. Now let me put this thing back together and show you this real quick. You can take, if you take the cap off, let me screw this piece together. And this one back together. So now you have this window breaker here on the end, and you can get a good handle on it. If you need to smack something, your hand's not right up on that window breaker where it's going to go through any glass or anything, but you can actually pop something with that. And then you got the cap for it, which is your compass, or here in the box. And let me just go ahead and show you how this box is. The box is like that. Came with the thing in here. Your paracord just fell out on the ground. It goes right there. But you have this piece right here that you can swap out instead of the compass. Screw on here on the end, and you have a flashlight. That's where your flashlight is. So it has a little piece of plastic in here. Let's take that out and so we can see how bright it is. It does have a couple little small like watch batteries in it. Okay, there you go. It is daylight out here. It also strobes, which is really cool. So it's like a 1-click solid, 2-click strobes, and then 3 clicks you're off. That's pretty cool. So what I am interested in doing with this is actually going to try to fish with it. I'm going to do a whole video on this piece alone and what comes in this box here, and I'm going to show you the rest of what comes in this box. Now this pack right here, this whole kit's about 25 bucks. Let's see. What else is in here is this little kit right here. And it's just like a metal card, and it has, I'll read to you what's in here. So it's got a saw, it's got 3 sewing needles, a knife, it's got 4 trap buckles, 4 double fish hooks, 2 snare locks, 4 arrows, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 single fish hooks, and 3 lures. So right here is your saw and your knife. Here's some fish lures, all your fish hooks. Here's your arrows here, and then like your trap buckles and snare buckles and stuff right there. That's all in that. Now I want to try to use a couple of these lures, and I don't know if you can use the hooks with them. We'll try to do that. But I'm going to try to use this kit alone and see if we can't catch a fish. Now, if we can't catch a fish with these little lures, we'll get something that we can catch a fish with. And we're going to catch a fish with this. I can guarantee you that. But that will be really cool. Let me just go ahead and show you how to set it up for fishing. So you take this right here, and you unscrew the end here. You unscrew the compass off of it. It's starting to rain here. And you screw that back on here like this. And then you have your loop there for fishing. And then you just throw it out there and catch your fish, and you pull it back in with this. There's no reel or anything, but that is how that works. So guys, Holtzman Gorilla has some really cool stuff, especially like a more survival type stuff, hence the name Holtzman Gorilla Survival. And these are, like you've seen me put the credit card knife in my wallet, that's going to stay in there. I'm sure this will be used. Dad's probably going to put this on a pack or something. It will definitely be implemented. Like I say, I think I want to put this in a truck, on a truck bag or in my truck, just as a extra little survival kit for my truck. That's really cool. I think that would be a good place there. If you have any ideas on what you would use it for, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I appreciate you watching this video, and if you want to support the channel even more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment letting us know what you think, and get bit by the hobby bug, guys.